Brad, we're done with week 4 of the college football season. We're done with week 3 of the NFL season. And by God, as always, we have people that we need to acknowledge.
Acknowledge me!
Welcome back to the newest segment of Dudes Discussing Sports. It is the new fan favorite, I do believe. Acknowledge me.
Acknowledge me!
And this week, Blake, we are going to start in college football. Who do you want to acknowledge?
Well, we're just going to go ahead and get the big elephant out of the way here. This past weekend, it was Josh Heupel's return to Norman, Oklahoma as an opposing coach. Lots of hype around this game, no pun intended there. But I can tell you right now, this was the most dominating 10-point victory I have ever seen in my life.
Defense.
This defense was absolutely elite.
They made the quarterback sit on the bench.
Yeah, they did. I mean, it was awful.
Change.
They changed their 5-star recruit quarterback in the middle of the first. Was it the first quarter?
It was the second.
Somewhere between the first and second
half.
quarter.
It was stupid.
But dadgum, they put in a freaking freshman, a kid that, what did he have? 12 snaps?
Yep.
And my gosh, just,
You could tell.
I mean, every single time the ball was snapped, Brad was over here and said, let that defense eat.
I mean, why not?
I mean,
He
it
doesn't
just
wanna throw.
absolutely went to town on them. They gave up, I believe it was less than 30 yards on the ground. It was awful. This is so we're in week 4 and they've given up 2 touchdowns in 4 games. There's nothing left to do for this other than Tennessee defense. We acknowledge you.
Acknowledge me!
Well deserved. I love defense.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, there was another game that happened that we talked a lot about on one of our podcasts last week with USC and Michigan. A lot of talk about USC coming in there with that high-powered offense. They thought they were going to come in there and just kind of run roughshod
I think
all
you
over.
asked me, what do you think about road teams being the favorite?
Yeah.
And I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I said, I'd
That's
lean
exactly
Michigan.
what you said. And I can tell you right now, I know that Michigan's a hard place to play at. They call it the big house for a reason. But that Michigan run game, my goodness, the Michigan run game doled out 290 yards on the ground. And they just absolutely dominated at home. They made them feel the presence of the fans there, of the Wolverine faithful. It was something else to see. I'm actually kind of pumped up about it. Look at him saying bye. All right, Michigan Wolverines, we have nothing but respect for you here for defending your house at home. We acknowledge.
Acknowledge me!
All right, we're gonna call or recognize an actual individual player.
All right.
Let's see. TJ Metcalf for Arkansas. Daggum. Let's talk about.
You'll see a lot of him this week.
Yeah, you will.
Or
I
whenever
mean,
they play the
defensive
Vols.
player of the week. I'm trying to find all of his stats here. He had a ton. He had 2 interceptions, 3 takeaways, 1 forced fumble, 4 solo tackles. I know Bradley loves defense, and this is the kind of guy that I think you want on your team if you're going to be a successful defense. It's the kind of guy that's going to help a team like Arkansas stay in a game, which, I mean, hey, they have officially proven that they are not the worst team in the SEC now. by beating Auburn, and they have Tennessee coming into town here in 2 weeks. So they will be trying to be kind of a little bit of a sleeper for everybody in the SEC. But TJ Metcalf, we acknowledge.
Acknowledge me!
All right, on to the NFL for you here.
Well, I'm going to start with the Maliks. And I'm going right to Nashville, Tennessee, in a game where Malik Willis, I dare say he comes back home, representing the Green Bay Packers. This guy's done nothing but go 2-0 since Jordan Love's injury. He completed 68% of his passes, 202 yards, a touchdown. He added 73 yards and another rushing touchdown in a 30-14 victory against the Titans. The little Titans fans that were actually in the crowd, they were booing, making the coach change his mind about play call decisions. Malik Willis, we acknowledge you.
Acknowledge me!
Got to play the clip for that one. That was hype. Right
He
there.
is not the only Malik I want to acknowledge this week. I'm going to go to the New York Giants, Blake. The New York Giants go into Cleveland. They absolutely shut out Deshaun Watson. They collect 8 sacks, force 2 fumbles, and Malik Neighbors, the rookie, 8 catches, 78 yards, 2 touchdowns. Last week he had 10 catches, 127 yards, and a touchdown. Malik Neighbors, the rookie, we acknowledge you.
Acknowledge me!
Sticking in the NFC East, your favorite division, I'm acknowledging the Philadelphia Eagles and tight end Dallas Goedert, not the fastest man on the earth, but he had 10 catches, 170 yards, including a 61-yard catch and run. Rumbling and stumbling down the sidelines he goes. He helped the Philadelphia Eagles beat the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans. Philly and Dallas Goedert, we acknowledge you.
Acknowledge me!
And last but not least, the Red Rocket. We spent so much time talking about Bryce Young and the Red Rocket last week.
Yeah, we did.
Our apologies. He does nothing but win.
All I do is win, win, win. Sorry.
70% completions, 319 yards, 3 touchdowns. He became the first and only quarterback this year to have over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Andy Dalton and the Carolina Panthers.
Can't believe we're saying it.
We acknowledge you.
Acknowledge me!
You are no longer the worst team in the NFL.
Oh my
that team may be right here.
It may be here in Nashville. It may be. Guys, we really enjoy doing this segment here. Any ideas you have for Acknowledge Me, put them down in the comments. Let us know. We'll throw them in for next time. Brad, what do you think about this? Should we expand this? Should we make this more of a thing here? I really wish Parker was here for the Acknowledge Me session.
Well,
right now.
all Blake wants is for Parker to acknowledge us and get his ass back on this show. Come on.
Absolutely. Guys, this has been a lot of fun. Always is. Leave us likes and comments down there on the YouTube universe. Go ahead and subscribe while you're there. Till next time, you guys be well.